You probably watch YouTube videos with this funny neck angle on the floor for hours, don't you? You sit in really weird positions all day, don't you? I bet your office ergonomics are probably a little off right now, especially when you're working at home. Welcome. Let's cover ergonomics at your computer. This applies to both sitting and standing desks. I'll show you a picture, a close-up of this dry erase board, and it will actually have a live example after I talk, so stay tuned for that. Important factors, important points to cover are your screen, or the top of your screen, the visual part, not the frame around it, should be at eye level. And then you extend your arm out in front of you. The screen should be between knuckles and wrist away from you. You don't move your arm way forward like that. You just keep your shoulder in neutral position, raise your arm, and again, knuckles to wrist away from you. Two very important factors for your screen. Screen has a huge impact with your neck. You don't want to have the screen too far away. You start to extend your neck out. You don't want to have the screen too high. You go like this. Screen too low, you extend your neck forward. It's very important. You spend 8 to 10, unfortunately, maybe 11, maybe 12 hours working or in front of a screen a day, if not more. Upper arm, when we're talking the keyboard now, the keyboard and your mouse, the upper arm from your shoulder to your elbow should hang straight down. Not forward, not like that, straight down. Just let the weight, let gravity pull your arm straight down. Then you bend your elbow 90 to 120 degrees. So that's a right angle or slightly less. You don't want to have your arms up like this. You don't want to have your arms way down. 90 to 120 degrees. Prioritize your screens. If you have 2 screens or even 3 or 4, but most people have 2, maybe 3. If you look at your screens evenly, split them. So have your viewing right in the middle. If you look at one screen more, shift that in front of you, have the other screen off to the side. If you look at one screen maybe, 70% of the time, make it a little more in front of you or directly in front of you. You have to choose to see what works best for you. Experiment and see where your neck is comfortable. But don't have your screens off to the side, especially if you use them 50-50. They need to be in front of you with a priority on the screen you spend a majority of your time on. The last one, your sit to stand desks. Very important. You don't have to go out and get it tomorrow, but it needs to be a part of your plan. You need to stand. Ultimately, standing 60 to 70% of your day. Maybe a little more, maybe a little less. All recommendations are a ballpark. We work from there. But 60 to 70%, I tend to say 70, 75% of your day, you should stand. We need to stand. Sitting is very hard on your low back. It deactivates your supportive muscles, your core, your low back, your glutes. That's what supports our body. And when we sit, those muscles turn off. And then it tightens the muscles that are constantly a problem. Tightens our hamstrings, tightens our hip flexors, and tightens our low back, not in a supportive way, but a chronic tightness way. Let's take a look at an example. I'll sit at a computer and we'll cover it one more time. All right, let's take a look. Welcome back. So this is a prime example of how you should be. Let's look at the computer screen first, okay? So I put my hand out. If I straighten my hand all the way, you can see it's knuckles distance away from me, actually my knuckles be slightly beyond. between your knuckles and your wrist away. Top of the screen, here's my eyes. Eye level. Keyboard and mouse. My elbows are at 90 degrees. My upper arm here drops straight down. We're not doing this. We're not out here. It's not over here. I'm resting my forearm gently on the table to help support the weight. There's no work being done here. Mouse is the same. Everything's very close. And I'm upright. I'm actually not leaning against the seat, which I did not mention in the previous clip by the dry erase board, but I am upright. So these are all the points. This table can rise if I need it to. Remember, you want to stand 60 to 70% of your day. The screens are split right in the middle. I use both screens pretty evenly. I write my reports, I do my x-ray analysis, or I'm looking at other previous files on patients evenly. I use both about 50%. Maybe I use one a little more, but not often. Pretty much split. I hope this helps. Take the time to set up your computer workstation properly. Working is a third of your life between family and your personal time / sleep time. Any comments, write them below. Hope that helps. Thanks for watching.